Hello.
Hello.
Me and Jack are back. It's been a while.
Hockey's back. We're excited.
January 13th. Hockey will be returning. A short 56-game season against all division opponents. And we are going to predict who the top four teams from each division are going to be and the Stanley Cup champion.
And these are our personal predictions, so don't be offended because we know we're not going to be 100% right, but nobody is. But I can guarantee you we'll be pretty accurate, just like always.
Yeah, we're going to be pretty close.
I took a lot of heat from some clowns in the comment section when I took the Blackhawks to beat the Oilers in the play-in rounds. Guess what happened? The Blackhawks won. There's always upsets. You got to be bold.
But then we also did both predict the Penguins to win the Cup.
But you're not always right, but
they're also so we're not always right, but most of the time we are. Yeah, just don't be offended. These are our predictions. If you guys want to make your own predictions, make your own videos and then comment them down below, and I'll check them out because I like hearing other people's thoughts as well. So, all right, we might as well do the Eastern Division first. Do you want to? Or these are mine. Yeah. So, we're not going to talk too much about it because this video could go all day. But so, first seed, I'm going to have the Bruins, and then the Flyers, the Penguins, and the Capitals. Those are my top four in the Eastern Division. What about you?
So for me, I mean, just the Eastern Division has five really solid teams: the Bruins, Caps, Penguins, Flyers, and Islanders. One of them is going to miss the playoffs, though, because there's only four. And I could see either one of those five teams winning the division and possibly winning the Cup. But unfortunately, one's going to miss the playoffs. So I have the Bruins at 1, Caps at 2, Penguins at 3, and Flyers at 4. The Islanders just missing it.
All right, so there's our Eastern Division. Next, we'll move on to the Central Division. First seed, I have the Tampa Bay Lightning, the winners of the Cup. I also have them getting the President's Trophy once again. Then I have the Carolina Hurricanes at the second seed. The third seed are the Stanley Cup runner-ups, the Dallas Stars. In the fourth seed, I have the Columbus Blue Jackets.
So I agree with that. I also have Tampa Bay winning that division. Then I have the Dallas Stars, then the Hurricanes, and then the Blue Jackets. It's the top four.
Yeah, I thought I was going out on a limb selecting the Blue Jackets, and then I sent him my picks, and I saw he also. Yeah. It's just, I don't know, Tortorella.
Yeah, I'm confident Tampa, Carolina, and Dallas will get it. And then that fourth seed could go to Columbus, Florida, or Nashville. But I think Columbus is they're well coached, defensively structured.
As long as their goaltender plays the same.
Florida always underachieves.
That
Nashville,
is also true.
It might be in a little retool right now, but we'll have to see.
So then, what division do we have? We have the West. So the West, I have first seed, the Colorado Avalanche. Second seed, Vegas. Third seed are the Blues. And fourth seed, I have the Sharks making it back to the playoffs. Partly because of how lousy I think the West division is. But also because I just had a bad year last year. They're usually better, so they get it back.
Yeah, the West division has three really solid teams, and the rest are kind of So there's going to be one team in there, the fourth seed, that isn't going to be that good.
Yeah.
So I have Vegas winning the division. I also have them winning the President's Trophy. I got the Avalanche at 2, the Blues at 3, and I just put the Coyotes at 4. I like Darcy Kemper. I like Rick Tocchet. They have a good goaltending team, and so I just put them at 4.
Yeah. All right, so now we got the North, the Canadiens. So
the weakest division, I think.
The weakest division. So first I have the Toronto Maple Leafs. Second, I have the Oilers. Third are the Canucks, and fourth are the Canadiens.
Yeah, so the Canadian division is kind of weird. Like, I think it's the hardest one to predict because I mean, the Senators are getting better. The Jets and the Flames, they could win a division. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I have the Maple Leafs winning it at 1, Canucks at 2, Oilers 3, Montreal at 4.
Yeah. So. It was tough because I was thinking about the Flames. I'll just talk about this one a bit because they got Markstrom, and they finally have a solid goaltender, which they haven't had for a while. And then the Jets, I don't know about the Jets because they relied too heavily on Hellebuck, who literally won the Vezina Trophy. They only made it to the play-in games because of Hellebuck, I think. So I don't think they're going to be able to rely on him as much. That's why I didn't predict him. And then the Canadiens just played so good in the playoffs last year. I was like, I don't think I can have them in and not the like the other teams. So
yeah, it's like
we both 4 teams.
Yeah, we both don't have the Flames in it, but I mean, I could see them winning the division too. So it's weird.
So basically, we we didn't even talk about it, but we both have literally the exact same. Minus, I have the Sharks and he has the Yotes in the West Division. So
yeah, and so seeding's a little different, but other than that, we have the same teams.
Yeah.
So
first, I'll just list off my first round.
We'll get to the playoffs. Yeah.
I'll list off my first round matchups. I think. So first, I think it'll be the Bruins versus the Capitals, and I have the Bruins winning that one in 6 games. And then I have the Pens versus the Flyers, and I have the Pens getting that one in 7 games. Okay, and then I have that was the East Division, and then I have the Central, which I have Tampa versus Columbus first round again for the 3rd year in a row. I think it is the 3rd year in a row, but Tampa coming up on top 4 games to 1. Then I have the Hurricanes versus the Stars, and I have the Hurricanes in 7 games. And then to whatever
the
West Division, I have the Avs versus the Sharks, and this will be a clean sweep for the Avs, 4-0. And then I have Vegas versus the Blues, and that'll be Vegas getting the dub in 6 games. Last, I have the Canadian Division. They will be the Maple Leafs versus the Canadiens, and Toronto finally makes it out. I literally predicted this the past 3 years in a row. Maple Leafs finally get out of the first round, 4 games to 3, Montreal. And then I have Edmonton versus Vancouver, and I have another disappointing loss for the Oilers, and Vancouver wins in 6 games.
All right, so my first round in the East, we got the 1 seed Bruins versus the 4 seed Flyers. And I'm to say the Flyers win in 7 games. This is a very tight division, so any of these teams can win, but I like Carter Hart a lot, so I'm going to go with Flyers in 7. Then I got the 2 seed Caps versus the 3 seed Penguins. Classic rivalry, again meeting the playoffs. And the Pens are going to take this one. Caps got the last one, Pens in 6 for this one. Now the Central, I also got 1 seed Tampa versus the 4 seed Blue Jackets, and I got Tampa in 6. Then I got the 2 seed Stars versus 3 seed Hurricanes, and I like the Hurricanes in 7. Now the West, the 1 seed Golden Knights versus the 5 seed Coyotes, or the 4 seed Coyotes, and Vegas will win in 5. And then the 2 seed Avalanche versus 3 seed Blues, I also got the Avs winning in 5. And then lastly, the Canadian Division, I also got Toronto versus Montreal, one of the oldest rivalries in the game. They haven't played in the playoffs in a while, I believe. So I got Toronto in 6, tighter matchup. Then I got Canucks versus the Oilers. I also have the Oilers losing in 7, another first round exit for Connor McDavid. So now we will move on to the second round.
So basically, I think we have all the same teams.
We do.
Left.
We didn't know any of our picks.
We literally did not know any of our picks.
We sent them, and they were very similar.
So. They're very similar.
Yeah.
So my second round, first I got the Bruins versus the Pens, and I got the Pens in 6. Then I got Tampa versus Carolina, and the Stanley Cup will not be going back to Tampa Bay. I got Carolina in 7. And then I got the Avalanche versus Vegas, and this is a big matchup because I mean honestly I could see any of these teams winning, but especially these 2 teams. It's just tough that these 2 teams are gonna have to play each other. But I have the Avs in 7, just too good. And then lastly, I got the Canadiens. Well, the Canadiens, Toronto versus Vancouver. That'll be Toronto in 6 games.
Yeah, the thing about this division, there's going to be a Canadian team that makes it to the Final Four.
It's the only way Toronto will make it.
It's because of this. So we basically have the whole second round, except I have the Penguins playing the Flyers. And I'm going to have the Penguins winning in 6. And then I got Tampa versus the Hurricanes. I also believe the Hurricanes are going to win in 7. It's hard to repeat. I never like to predict teams to repeat. So I like the Hurricanes a lot. It's possible. Tampa's a good team, but I just don't like to predict that. And then Vegas, Colorado, clash with the Titans. Avs winning in 7. And then Toronto versus Vancouver. I like the Maple Leafs winning in 6 to advance to the conference finals for the first time in almost 20 years when they had Matt Sundin before the salary cap.
Yeah.
When they could afford all these players.
Yeah.
So we have the same Final Four. Colorado, Pittsburgh, Toronto, and Carolina.
Yeah, so basically how this then works, if you don't know, it works by seeding or point total.
Yeah, in the regular
point total.
season. Yeah.
And so basically how it would work out for both of us. Actually, it'll be Colorado versus the Penguins, and then Toronto versus the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
So first, I have Colorado versus the Penguins, and I have Colorado taking that series in 6 games. And then I got the Maple Leafs versus the Hurricanes, and I got Carolina beating them in 5 to see a Colorado-Carolina Stanley Cup final.
Well, you'll never guess it, but I got the same thing, which is crazy. But I have the Avalanche beating the Penguins in 6. Then I got the Hurricanes beating the Maple Leafs in 7, setting up a Colorado Avalanche, Carolina Hurricanes Stanley Cup final for both of us.
Mm-hmm. And, well, do we both have the same thing here?
We both have Colorado winning.
Yeah.
He has it in 6, and I have it in 5.
Okay, so Colorado in 6, Colorado in 5, and we both have the Conn Smythe to Nathan MacKinnon.
Yep.
Okay, so there it is.
That's our predictions.
I mean, that's our final prediction, basically.
Colorado, Carolina for both of us. It just worked out that way. It's funny.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. It just did.
Yeah.
But Nathan MacKinnon, he's got to win his hardware this year. He has been so close to winning all the big ones, the Hart, the Art Ross, the Lindsay, and this is the year that he finally gets it done and gets his name etched on Lord Stanley's fabled cup.
Colorado, they've had a couple years in the playoffs, so they got the experience.
That is true.
They had second-round exit the last 2 years, so I think they're ready to take the next step. You know, it takes a while sometimes. You got to lose before you know how to win.
And all the pieces need to fall together at the right time. That's like Tampa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
it's going to be a tight season, but that's just how we both see it going. A lot of good teams.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah. Okay, I guess we can talk about our NHL awards. We also listed up some NHL awards in case you guys care, because we like to do our preseason predictions like legit.
Yeah.
So I'll just list these off real quick. Art Ross, I have McKinnon. The Richard, I have Matthews. The Hart and the Lindsay also go to McKinnon. The Norris I believe it is going to Pietrangelo, now a member of the Vegas Golden Knights. The Vezina I have going to Binnington, which was a little odd pick, but I don't know, I kind of wanted to be out there, not pick Rask and Vasilevsky and Bishop. Then for the Calder, I have Lafreniere. I mean, I think it'll be him or Byfield, probably maybe Stützle. So Lafreniere, clearly the best one. The Selke I have going to Sid. Not many people like to respect Sid's two-way game, but
it's the only thing he doesn't have left is a Selke.
Yeah, and it's just being a Penguins fan, I watch him frequently, and he's very good two-way, and he doesn't get the respect because people like Bergeron, O'Reilly, or lead face-offs like crazy, but trust me, Crosby's very good. Well, obviously he's very good, but he's very good two-way. Lady Byng, I have Matthews. He was a finalist last year. That's really all I base it off of. You never know when guys are going to have penalty minutes. And then the Masterton, I think everyone knows is probably going to go to Lindblom. The Jennings, I have going to Vasilevsky. Kind of comes with winning the President's Trophy usually. And then my weirder picks for the Jack Adams, I have Keane of the Maple Leafs. And then the GM of the Year, I have Waddell, which is Carolina.
So for me, I also think Lindblom will win the Masterton, and Matthews the Lady Byng. The Conn Smythe, we both had McKinnon. The Hart, I have going to Sebastian Aho, but then I have McKinnon winning the Lindsay and the Art Ross. The Rocket, Austin Matthews. The Lady Byng, actually, I had going to Crosby, not Matthews. But Vezina, I have Tuukka Rask. Norris, Victor Hedman. Lafreniere has the Rookie of the Year.
Of course.
Jack Adams, I have going to John Cooper of the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Which it always could be him, of course.
The Selke, I have it going to Barkov.
Another very good two-way player.
The Jennings, Vasilevsky. General Manager of the Year, I have Kelly McCrimmon of the Vegas Golden Knights.
Then you picked.
And then I also think the number one overall pick in the 2021 NHL draft will belong to the New Jersey Devils, based on the fact that they're playing the East Division. It's going to be tough. If the NHL had a regular season, I would still think maybe Detroit would get it again.
Yeah.
But the Devils in that division, it's going to be tough.
Yeah, they're going to be scraping the barrel for wins. It's going to be tough.
Same with Buffalo. I thought they had a good chance to maybe make the playoffs, but it's going to be tough for them too. And the Rangers.
Yeah, I know.
I just think that top five.
Yeah, those 5 teams are just...
And then one of them's going to miss it. It could be any of them. To be honest with you, any of them. Bruins, Penguins, Caps, Flyers, Islanders. Any of them could miss it. Any of them could win it.
Win the whole thing.
But that's just how the rules are this year.
Yeah. So I guess that's our picks. Feel free to comment. I know some people might get angry, so just comment. I want to hear.
Just know your picks aren't going to be correct, just like ours. But I guarantee you, like I said, we're going to be mostly right.
Yeah,
like always.
We are. Like I have a feeling at least one of our teams that we both predicted to make to the Cup will probably be in the Cup.
We're usually pretty 80-90% accurate, which is better than the vast majority of people.
Exactly. So thanks for watching. Maybe we'll do this again. We'll do an in-depth version explaining why we picked all of our teams, not this like more rushed version to squeeze it all in to 16 minutes. But thanks for watching.
See ya.